Hey buddy, thanks for tuning into today's video doing the weekend forecast today. There's a lot going on with the weather this week, so I'm just going to get on with this. I'm not going to talk about anything else, just get on with the forecast. And this is the situation today. We've got high pressure up to the northeast of the country. It's gradually pulling away though to the east, and it's low pressure in the Atlantic starting to develop, and that low pressure is going to become the driving force of the weather over the next few days, and into next week. It's going to become a major feature of this area of low pressure. It will be the driving force of the weather. So for today, for Saturday, we've got high pressure still just about dominating the weather. It's quite cloudy though across many parts of the country. It's certainly not the glorious sunshine that we had yesterday. There are still sunny spells, but there's definitely more in the way of cloud. The isobars are tighter as well, so there's more of a southeasterly breeze, and we could start to bring some showers up in towards Ireland and the far southwest of England by the end of the afternoon. But generally it's a dry and fine day, just more in the way of cloud. Temperature still warm though, up to around 25 or 26 degrees. That seems to be upper 70s around the cities like London, Birmingham, and in other parts of the country we're into the low 20s, 22, 23 degrees. So it is quite a warm day. Now we're going on to the facts charts. These are the human interpretation of the models from the forecasters at the Met Office. This is the facts chart for tonight. We're bringing this little line here, this convergence line, in from the southwest of the Atlantic. That high pressure is losing its influence towards the northeast. So we are looking at more in the way of showers developing through parts of southwest England and Wales and Ireland through the course of the night. But the rest of the country generally dry tonight, but the clouds will thicken up. They'll become quite cloudy. It's going to be quite a warm night as well, sticky night and quite humid. Temperatures no lower than around 16, 17 degrees in the cities, and in rural areas probably no lower than 11s, 12s and 13s. So quite a warm and humid and sticky night. Now that line is moving further northwards into Sunday. A lot of uncertainty about tomorrow's weather actually. The GFS model wants to give us quite a lot of heavy showers through northern England and the Midlands, and some of those showers could be thundery, but the high resolution Met Office models don't really go for showers tomorrow. So we do have the risk of showers moving north along this line through the day, but it's quite uncertain, and don't be surprised if most places stay dry. Will be cloudy tomorrow, a lot more cloud around across the country, so the weather is breaking down and it is turning gradually cloudier and more showery, but whether those showers come too much tomorrow, it's uncertain. Temperatures are still quite warm and humid, around 23, 24 degrees, and particularly they'll go up if you get any sunshine for any length of time, but otherwise under the cloud probably around low 20s for most parts of the country. Now as we go into Monday, I've got a major area of low pressure developing down to the west of the country, just to the west of Ireland, and we're bringing these weather fronts in across the country. They're going to become slow moving on this western side, so we are looking at a very wet day I think for much of western Britain. Going to be persistent and heavy rain. There'll be coastal and hill fog as well around these western coasts. Really quite an unpleasant day, and becoming quite windy as well as these isobars pick up, get together. Now to the central and eastern parts of the country we're probably looking at mainly dry start with some sunshine, but it will cloud over through the day, and these weather fronts will bring rain gradually, very gradually and slowly eastwards through the day. But these eastern parts of the country probably staying mainly dry throughout most of the day, the rain probably not arriving until the evening. Temperatures, well, probably up to around 20, 21 degrees. It's technically warm and humid with this, but of course under the cloud and rain we don't realise the potential, so the rain does limit those temperatures. But in the east we could perhaps see temperatures popping up to around 23, 24 before that rain arrives, but generally I think we are looking at those temperatures being suppressed. Now that weather becomes strung out across the central parts of the country as we go in towards Tuesday, and we're bringing a ripple along that weather front, another pulse of rain probably moving up from the south through the day. So England and Wales probably having a very wet morning on Tuesday with heavy and persistent rain, and then that rain will move northwards in towards Scotland and northern England through the afternoon, with the rain easing off across England and Wales and turning more showery. Ireland probably stays out of the trouble with the persistent rain, has sunshine and showers, but quite a wet day really with this weather front strung out on Tuesday. Temperatures again, it's technically warm warm and it's quite humid, but under the rain we don't realise the potential. So again, we're around 20, 21 degrees. Not too bad, but it won't be as warm as it could be because of the cloud and because of the rain. Now, as we go into Wednesday, we've got a big question mark about Wednesday's weather. We've got this low pressure down to the southwest, and this low pressure could become a major and intense area of low pressure moving up from the south and the southwest through the course of the day. There could be some very, very heavy and torrential rain associated with this area of low pressure. Now, I'll be keeping you updated about this as we go through the next few days, because it's not entirely certain what's going to happen with this, but we're going to suggest that the GFS model has got this right. So if we run through the charts for Wednesday and into Thursday, we see this low pressure becomes a major area of low pressure, intense area of low pressure for the time of year, 990 millibars. So that's really very deep indeed. Tightly packed ice bars wrapped around that low pressure, so it'll be very windy, and we bring heavy and torrential rain up from the south as well. If we have a look at the rainfall forecast for Wednesday into Thursday, we can see that we've got really, really torrential rain here moving north from the south of the country. So I think Wednesday probably starting off mainly dry and fine with some sunny spells. Could be some mist as well from the rain that we're going to have on Wednesday, but it'll cloud up across England and Wales, and there'll be really heavy rain, torrential rain moving into southern parts of the country through the course of the day. Or there may be, I'll keep you updated on this because it could be quite a significant weather event, but certainly the risk of torrential rain moving into the south later on Wednesday. Northern parts probably staying generally dry and fine. Temperatures on Wednesday probably around the low 20s, 22, 23 degrees, but dropping once that heavy and torrential rain sets in. And then that low pressure is a really intense feature sitting right over the top of the country as we go into Thursday. A dartboard area of low pressure here. We're taking the persistent rain up in towards Scotland. That rain becomes stuck over Scotland under the weather front for England and Wales. We've got a wraparound weather front coming back in on the southern side of that low pressure. The ice bars are tightly packed, so it will be windy. There could be gales across many parts of the country, and we bring heavy rain back in across England and Wales through the course of the day. Certainly heavy showers, longer spells of rain possible as well. And it's turning cooler on Thursday because the air is becoming cooler on this western and southern side of the low pressure off the Atlantic. So temperatures probably just 19 or 20 degrees at best. Things becoming more uncertain as we go into Friday. That low pressure is dying a death to the northwest, but we're trying to bring another low pressure system up from the southwest, and we'll also bring warmer air into the south. So Friday could turn very wet again from the south and the west through the day. Some of that rain quite heavy, and we're starting to bring warmer and more humid air back into the south again as well. So temperatures probably going up to around 23 or 24 in the southeast, but it will be wet in most southern and western parts of the country. For Saturday, we're still having rain across the north and west probably. The south and the east mainly dry, quite warm and humid as well, and that rain probably pushing across through the course of the day, turning it cooler and fresher by Sunday. But a lot of uncertainty about Friday and into next weekend, as there usually is when you get that far out. Finally, having a look at the charts from weatheroutlook.com, and this is the situation today. A lot of dry weather with a good deal of sunny spells, but also a lot more in way of cloud around than was the case yesterday. Could be a few showers on Sunday. A lot of uncertainty about tomorrow's weather. Actually, it just goes to show that sometimes even 24 hours out you don't have much of an idea of what's going to happen. There could be showers tomorrow, or it could stay dry across England and Wales. Certainly wet in the west though as we go into Monday, and that rain gradually extending eastwards through the course of the day. Still quite warm in the east. It's generally warm and humid everywhere, but we don't realise the potential under the rain in the west. Tuesday, quite an unsettled day. Heavy rain moving north across England and Wales in the morning, getting up into Scotland through the afternoon, with the rain turning more broken across England and Wales. Wednesday, probably starting off with a fair amount of sunshine, but as we go through the day, we find rain moving into the southern parts of the country. Some of that rain could be really heavy and torrential once we get through to late Wednesday and into Thursday. That heavy and torrential rain gradually moving north through the course of the day. I'll keep you updated on it. Could be a significant weather event Thursday, more showers or longer spells of rain, temperatures taking a tumble, and for Friday we're looking at rain coming back into the west. The east and the southeast probably mainly dry for much of the day, but that rain could arrive as we go through the course of later on Friday, but uncertain by Friday. So in summary, it's turning very unsettled. We've got a lot of rain to come, and Wednesday in particular could be extremely wet across England and Wales later on with torrential rain. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.